record. So welcome to the team call. Today is December 6th. This is the first Fit Chick Nation call we've had in a while because of just crazy pregnancy stuff going on. But I'm excited to be back. I'm really hoping after the first of the year we'll pick up doing a call once every 2 weeks, just because I think that'll be manageable more than once a week for my schedule especially. But tonight we're going to talk a little bit about goal setting. I just announced that we are going to be moving to Miranda's team, which means that we are going to be a part of an elite team. She is in the top 200 teams in the company out of 400,000 plus teams. So that's a really huge honor to be a part of that and to be working together with all of these awesome women. If you're not in the big team page and you want to be, let me know and I'll put you in there because there's lots of resources, all kinds of stuff. We have big team calls on Thursday. But like I said, just an abundance of places to plug in. For some people, it's a little overwhelming because there's a lot that goes on in there. But it's super awesome if you're working and growing. So we're going to talk a little bit about kind of what is expected of us. Since we will be stepping up to the big team, our job is going to be to get our diamond back. And I know that's, hi Tiffany. I know that that's not really probably doesn't mean anything to anyone, but that means that as coaches, we're doing our job. It represents on my end as a diamond, but as a team that puts us as a diamond level team. Hang on just a second. There was a mute button for Reese. There's not. Okay, I think I have everybody muted. Tiffany, I got you muted, girl. Oh, wait, you unmuted. Gotcha. Okay. Awesome. So what that means is we're all going to be working together. And the reason that we're pushing for Diamond by the end of the year is so that Miranda holds her elite status, because with one coach dropping out and us moving up, there's a possibility that she'll miss out on that. And if she does, and it's not just her, but if our team misses out on elite, we miss out on a lot of resources from corporate and things that have really helped us grow this year. So that's something that we're going to be pushing for. And I'll talk more about that at the end. But I'm going to pull up my slides real quick. Like I said, bear with me. Seriously, I'm like tech retarded. Oh, it's ridiculous. Okay, so welcome to the team call. This is our slide. How to be as successful as a coach without selling anything. I will say in the year and a half that I have been a coach, can y'all see that? Everybody see that? No? Can you see it now? Your screen, resume, share. Oh, balls. Hang on just a second. Sorry. Hold on. I gotta figure out how to make this work. Okay, now let's try this. You have to apparently have it in like big form before you can do this. Good Lord. Okay, so there it is. So I'm going to teach y'all how to be successful as a coach without selling anything. I will say, since I have been a coach, there has been very few times where I have had to approach anyone about buying anything, simply because I am a product of the product. I have shared openly about my results. I have shared about the way this business, this opportunity, my challenge groups have radically changed my life from the inside out. And people want to be a part of that. They want to be a part of something that's exciting and something that motivates me to do more and to be more. These beautiful pictures that I got at a photo shoot were part of that. It was something that I included my followers on Facebook in because I wanted them to see how excited I was to be able to have the opportunity to do things like this. And it's not all about photo shoots and stuff like that, but it's about the small daily things, like struggling yesterday because my child was breaking everything glass in sight, but I still managed to get a workout in somewhere and meal prep a little bit. You know, but it's about so much more than just health and fitness. It's what we're passionate about, but it's also about our real life and how this has transformed us as people. A year and a half ago when I started, I don't even think it's been a year and a half. It's like been a year and some change. But when I started, you know, I was struggling through postpartum depression. I was dealing with being a brand new mom to a colicky baby. I had started back to school full time. and was doing 18 hours online, which is like stupid. Don't ever do that if you just have had a baby, because you have post-pregnancy brain and it's just dumb. And then I decided, hey, let's throw something else on top of this, because I'm not already stressed out enough. My hair's not falling out. And then I started coaching. But I have to say that coaching was the thing that really saved me, because it gave me that sense of belonging that I've always needed. I've always been pretty popular and good with people and relatively social until I became a pipeline wife. And then you start traveling and you live in a tiny trailer and you're afraid to talk to people because you're in the middle of BFE and you don't know who to talk to and who not to talk to. But as I started to kind of share my journey and people are like, man, that's awesome. Like, I'm so proud of you. And I started to share my results more. And I started talking about more of like the nutrition changes that I was making slowly. I have one girl now that is making rapid nutrition changes. And I'm like, girl, that has taken me almost 2 years to do. Like, I'm proud of you, but take your time. You got time. So it's just about so much more than just coaching, and it's about so much more than just buying a shake or using a workout program. It's about the relationships that you build. It's about the celebrations that you get to have for people that are seeing results in your challenge group. It's about seeing your coaches succeed, and to put that foot forward and to feel confident in what they're doing, because it's just like the most amazing thing ever when you have been working hard and then you see someone else reciprocating that and then turning around and doing the same thing. And they're starting to see the benefits of it and to feel, awesome by that $35 paycheck or that $50 paycheck or that first $100 plus paycheck. Like, that's a huge deal. And those may seem like nothing to some people, but that is like Beachbody success. We're super excited about that. And so it makes me excited to celebrate. It's been something that I have missed out on for months, but now that I've started to do things differently as a coach and to really help people understand the value behind getting results, and I myself am understanding that, it's like what I live for. Like, I live to get up in the morning and to see someone have a non-scale victory and to be able to shout all about it, or to see a coach who just got her first paycheck and be like, yes, that's freaking awesome, because those are exciting times. So that's how you become a successful coach without selling anything. And there are more slides, just so you know. We're going to talk about how to get your shakes paid for and how to create a legacy that you are proud of. I don't think that's slide 5. Hold on. They're out of order. Okay. How can you be successful as a coach without selling anything? This starts in the challenge group. The challenge groups were created initially by Melissa McAllister. It was her idea to put people in groups. And what happens in a group radically changes the way someone sees results with these programs. I have people that are doing the programs by themselves and have been for 2 months doing a workout 5 days a week, and she's not seeing any results. And I said, hey, would you like to be in a challenge group? And she was like, well, I've been in groups before. And I said, would you like to participate in a challenge group? Let me rephrase that. Would you like to check in with what you're doing and give me your weight or your before pictures and measurements, and let me help you, and let's work together on tweaking what is not working and try to figure out, why you're not getting results. And she was like, oh, yeah, absolutely. And I was like, that's what I'm here for. It took me a really long time to understand that I can't be a good coach if I'm not holding people accountable to what they're doing. And part of that is to be able to see their results through pictures and through measurement changes, and, to have them check in with their nutrition so I can understand what you're putting in, because what you're putting in makes as much of a difference as what you're working off. So to be a good coach, you need to plug into your challenge groups. If you're not running a challenge group, you can be a part of a challenge group. You can be a part of my challenge groups, Miranda's challenge groups, whichever ones you're more comfortable with. But that means showing up. That means, posting a sweaty selfie or not posting a sweaty selfie and letting people know, like, I couldn't get my workout done today. I've been real honest about the fact that I'm only allowed to work out 4 days a week. So I'm trying to find a schedule that really works with me so I don't feel like I'm not doing anything. drinking my shake, I shared a funny picture today about having to blend my shake in the bathroom because Reese was napping and mommy needed some alone time. So I went in the bathroom and I blended my shake. I've even gone so far to blend it in the in the closet, in the garage, wherever she's not going to hear noise, because sometimes I'm just thankful that she's laid down to take a nap because it's been a crazy morning. Share about the things that you love, the recipe that you love. I've been doing different recipes since I've been pregnant because my tastes have changed. I used to love chocolate and peanut butter, and some days I still do, but some days I need some more caffeine. That comes from adding a little bit of maybe coffee or chai tea to my vanilla, or just mixing it up, trying new things, trying to kind of get on board with where my taste buds are at right now. Today I did strawberry with a little bit of pineapple orange juice and some frozen blackberries, and it was like delicious. So it's just sharing about those things, and then people are like, well, what's that? It leads them to ask questions. The reason that we share is because it gives people a reason to ask you a question. Well, what is that? Like, why do you drink that all the time? That's why consistency matters. And it's not just posting a selfie with your shaker cup. It's like, doing something funny or being original to who you are. Nothing like weird, like licking your Shakeology cup or whatever. I mean, if that's totally your personality, rock it out, girl. It's not my personality. Another thing that we really try to implement is doing at least 15 minutes of personal development a day. And personal development is different for everyone. I get up in the morning and the first thing I do is I sit down and I have quiet time, because I know that throughout the rest of my day, those are going to be the only quiet minutes of my morning, probably of the rest of my day. I'm probably not going to get another chance to breathe until my child goes to sleep. Her father is now back on the road, and so it's mommy 24/7. Praise God for you single moms, because I'm about to lose my mind for real though. But personal development is personal. It needs to be personal to you. For me, I do my devotional in the morning, and I sit and I have my quiet time. And then maybe when she goes down for a nap, I'll do some more personal development with a book. A lot of my books right now are figuring out, one of them's called The 5 Habits of a Woman Who Doesn't Quit. Another one is The Miracle Morning. It's on the Audible account. All the information is in the background photo on the team page. That's a really good one. I've read Eat That Frog, which talks about prioritizing the most important things, prioritizing your time so you're getting the things you hate most done first in the day. I got another one that's a Christian-based book called Breaking Busy. Being able to say no to certain things when you know that it's just not where your heart is and it's not where God's called you to be. That's a big one that I needed to read because I have overcommitment issues. So it's what's finding, what's right for you, because what's right for you is not going to be right for someone else, or what's right for you may be right for someone else. A book that a friend lended me back in the summer was called Girl Boss. And it was really funny, but it was a book about being authentic and being original and sticking to who you are instead of transforming to someone else. And it was something that I needed to hear because I had spent so long comparing myself and trying to be someone else when I'm created completely different, which is why personal development is personal to you. I just really encourage you to find 15 minutes in your day to either sit and listen or sit and read something and take some notes and take something away from it and take a little bit of what you've learned and share it with someone else, whether it be in a post, whether it be, someone you're talking to, you send it to a friend, whatever. But share what you're reading, because when you're teaching other people, it really starts to stick in your mind. Jamie taught me that. Recognize the success of those around you and add value to their hard work. So I was just talking about this. This is one of the best things about being a coach is being able to celebrate people. But it's not even just people that are in my challenge groups. It's people that I see on Facebook. Like I'm in a welder's wife group, and there are women in there who are from all walks of life and doing all kinds of things. And one of them is a new mom, and she's in college, and You know, we kind of talked a little bit about the struggles of not sleeping and breastfeeding and trying to maintain some kind of brain cells. And she made a good grade on her finals. And so like I was blowing up her page, like so excited for her. And she was like, thank you so much for that. Like that means so much. And I was like, you're so welcome, because I've been there and it freaking sucks and you deserve a celebration. But another one was a woman who's been a single mom. She just recently became a single mom, has had a really rough year, lost her daughter last year, adopted another little girl, got divorced, and is now like working her fingers to the bone trying to provide for this baby while paying off doctor's bills from the baby that passed away. Like she has had an incredibly rough year. And we Snapchat, and she sent me a Snapchat today, and this was like her second 16-hour shift in a row. And she's like, why in the world did I take on extra shifts? And I said, because you're a badass mom who wants to provide the best for your daughter, and you're willing to do anything to make sure she has everything she needs without having to ask for help from anyone. And she sent me a picture back, and she was crying. She was like, that is the nicest thing that anyone has said to me. And I was like, it's the truth. I was like, it is the absolute truth, but it's something as much as, you know, telling them the truth of what you see in their lives. People don't get that. They get people that give them feel-good messages or whatever, or likes, or people that creep on their posts, but they don't have a lot of people that pour encouragement into their life every single day. And that's what they need. That's why your story speaks to someone, because they need someone that has been there, that has walked in that life, that has struggled, and that has come out with just a little bit more faith and just a little bit more belief that it's possible to do something different, that it's possible to make a change, that it's possible to get yourself out of that situation and stop being stuck. They just need hope. And that's why I say add value to people's lives. There are enough people out there being psychos on Facebook and posting all kinds of BS. You know, be different. Be the person that they look to when things like the election are going on, because you're not talking about it. And it's not because you don't have an opinion. It's because you choose to talk about things that are going to build people up instead of make people angry. You know, and trust me, I have days when I want to make people angry. Last night was an example of that. But you choose to do things differently. Okay, so stay in phase one. You will hear this like 1,000 times the longer you're a coach, because it's like the new catchphrase, I guess. I don't know. Staying in phase one is like being the ultimate challenger for the rest of your life, or for the rest of your coaching life. It's staying plugged in. It's leading from the front. So as a coach, we want to be the ultimate example of that. There are restrictions that I have, you know, physically, but I can nail down my nutrition. I can make sure I'm checking in with my Shakeology. I can let people know what's really going on in life and not pretend like all of the fluff that everyone's posting is what my real life looks like. No, no, it is not. You know, I can be real with my challengers. I can be real with my coaches. I can be real with the people that follow me. I don't need to feel like I have to create an alternative lifestyle or an alternative life because I'm a coach. Like, nope, I'm a real human being who likes pizza and fried chicken, and, you know, the struggle is real every single day. Help 3 to 5 people a month, just like your coach has helped you. Why is this important? Because as a coach, this is what it takes to move forward. We are not doing anything if we're not helping at least 3 to 5 people a month. For me, my comfort zone is 5 people. I will help 5 new people a month, whether that be they're working coaches, they're discount coaches, or they're just straight up challengers. I have to know where they're at, and then I work from there. But it's the same thing. I'm going to plug them into a challenge group. I'm going to get their before pictures, the before measurements. I'm going to know their goals. And then I'm going to work on helping them achieve those things slowly. It's a lot. It takes organization. It takes caring, because it does take a little bit of time to pour into people's lives every single month. You have to figure out what you're comfortable with, though. You may only be comfortable with 2 to 3 people a month. That's fine. Stick to what you're comfortable with. I'm more comfortable handling 5 and putting them in new groups and growing like that. Continually add value to other people's lives. Share your story. Your story is what's going to draw people in. Your story is only unique to you. My story is not the same as Alyssa's. I mean, it's close, but it's not the same as Alyssa's. It's not the same as Jamie's. It's not the same as Tiffany's. It's not the same as Katie's or anybody else on this call. It's different. And God created us to have different stories because of those different journeys and the different paths that we've taken, we're able to reach people differently. The way that we approach things is going to be different, and people need different approaches. People that sign on with Jamie may not get me because I'm not always sunshine and rainbows, and sometimes I'm just not very nice. And Jamie is always sparkly and happy and, until she's not, and then she's going to cut you. So there's that. Share your progress and be honest with your results. The good, the bad, and the ugly. This is part of being unique. There is nothing people hate more than fake people that have it together all the time, quite honestly. There's nobody I'm going to scroll over faster in Facebook or Instagram than someone who has always got it together. I'm not saying blast your business, but I'm saying be real. The days that you have 8 loads of laundry piled up, share it. The days you had to go through the drive-thru because you just forgot things, share it. Hold on, there's a comment. Chat. Mom bun life is real. Amen. Amen. Or you shower at 6 o'clock and put makeup on so you can be on a team call because you haven't showered all day. I do feel much better. You're going to the park? Okay. I think she said she's Rosa Parks. I'm not sure. Being an open book when it comes to the changes you've made and why. Huh?
I book a park.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay. I'll hold on to it. Okay. See you later.
Yeah.
See you later. Be an open book when it comes to the changes you've made and why. Why was it important for you to make this change? What did it mean to you foundationally? What did it mean to you to be a part of something bigger and to be plugged in somewhere else and to feel like what you're doing really matters? Why is that important? Why did you decide to jump in? I mean, you drank the Kool-Aid. Why? Never be afraid to share what's working with someone else. That was a brain fart. I'm not sure what that said. Sorry about that one. Let's move on. Okay, so you're a coach. Now what? You have to decide what kind of coach you want to be. This is one of the very foundational things about being a coach. What kind of coach do you want to be? Do you want to just be a discount coach and simply receive a discount by getting your shakes every month for a discounted price, cheaper shipping, and getting 25% off everything else Beachbody offers? That's totally cool. A lot of us were discount coaches for a while. Some of us are still discount coaches. There's nothing wrong with that. But that's something I need to know. So I'm not pressuring you saying, hey, are you going to be on the team call? Hey, are you going to do something? Hey, do you want to be in this team training? Because I know that gets annoying. It really does. I don't want to have to ask those questions if that's not where you're at. If you simply want to work on yourself, being a challenge group, get results, and that's that I'm totally fine with that. I'm good with that. If you want to be a working coach, I need you to communicate that to me so I can know how to help you. So I can plug you into appropriate trainings, which will start back up in January, so that I can tag you in things, letting you know what's going on in the team, so that we can set up one-on-one calls when you're struggling. So I know to check in on you for more than just, hey, how's things going this week? How's nutrition? Whatever. An active coach. I ask that you learn one new thing every single day, whether it be something from your personal development, whether it be an occurrence that happened at Walmart. Like I encourage you to learn something every single day, and it's something that interests you, something that you can share with people because you think it's interesting. For me, I learn nutrition facts all the time because nutrition is interesting to me. It's not to a lot of people. Katie Carter told me a cool fact about tennis shoes the other day and the difference in tennis shoes when you're working out, because I was telling her that I was having shin splint problems when I was wearing shoes doing indoor workouts. And she's like, well, that's because you need a flat shoe. You don't need to be wearing a cross-training shoe. You need to be wearing or a running shoe. You need to be wearing, I think, like a cross-training shoe. And I was like, what? Like, I had never heard that. It was an interesting fact. Be present in the team page. Check into the team page. Something that's working for you, share it with the team, whether it be, a post that you made that was funny, or a graphic that you made, or just a question that you asked, or a question that you need to ask, or, just checking in with your shake and workout. You can totally do that in the team page. That's totally fine. Do your research. I'm not going to preach heavily on this, but I will tell you that in our cover page on our team, or team cover page, there are a ton of resources listed. There's the Audible account, there's the YouTube account, there's the team Google Drive that's got recipes, that's got coaching tips, that's got the welcome email. All of those things are there at your disposal. There is also the numbers for the coach resource. I don't know what it's called. Say it was free. The coach, what is it called? It's like customer service, but for coaches. There's that in there. How to change your Shakeology. There is all kinds of stuff in there. So read that. The FAQ link is in there. Ask your questions. Coach relations. Yes, thank you, Alyssa. So do your research. Look on YouTube. See if it's in the team page already by going to the search bar in the right-hand side and seeing if anyone's asked the question already. Do your research and learn how to be independent. And then if you can't figure it out, come ask me. I'm, of course, going to answer any questions that you have, but I want you to learn how to be independent so you don't feel like you need to ask me questions all the time. Part of, like I said, learning is teaching ourselves and then coming back and teaching someone else. So once you figure something out and you're like, oh, this is helpful, I'll go back and I'll share it with the team and say, hey guys, just in case you didn't know, this is what the answer to this is, or this is where I found this, or I found this video on YouTube and I thought it was really helpful. I'm out of breath. It's up to you to plug into trainings. It's up to you to use the team resources, and it's up to you to see how far you want to grow. I want our team to grow and to be awesome and to be, in the top of the company. But at the same time, I want to have quality coaches. I want to have coaches that desperately care about this business and aren't just in it for, instant gratification. Because if you've been in here for a little while, the instant gratification almost never happens. Monetary wise, it takes a little while to build, and that's okay. That's what we're here for. So last one. How do you get your shakes paid for monthly? Did I already go through this? Stay in phase 1. Refer back to the previous slide. We just talked about that. Help 3 to 5 people. We just talked about that. So we basically already covered this. So since we only have a little bit of time left, I'm going to look at my notes. I'm going to do a video tomorrow over the point system and what happens when you're a new coach and you sign people on. Because that can be kind of confusing to explain. But basically, when you sign people on, Beachbody rewards you for that. For every 3 people you sign on a month with a challenge pack, which is Shakeology and a program, how most of y'all signed up, you get 2 Success Club points. And these points actually reflect the fact that you are a working coach and that you are working to help people change their life. Now, you can sign people up with just a program, and it means the exact same thing. But by getting them to commit to Shakeology because they've seen the benefits in it and because it's actually saving them money, Beachbody rewards us with stuff. Like I hit Success Club 5, which means I helped 2.5 people last October, and I received over $350 worth of P90X workouts for free. They do free webinars. They do all kinds of giveaways, t-shirts, stuff like that. I got a Shakeology apron, things that I have saved and I've been able to give away to people in my challenge group. So I'm not having to buy gifts. I can just be like, well, I earned this because of y'all, so congratulations, you've got it. I'll go into more detail over that tomorrow because that can be overwhelming. But one of the things that I like to do is to just make you feel comfortable doing this. There's nothing you're trying to sell. It's simply based off the results that you're getting. If you're not getting results, it's hard to explain to someone else the benefits of what you're doing, which is why one of the top things that Beachbody says is to be a product of the product. Show people that it works by, showing them that it works, like sharing your results, sharing the changes that you've made, etc. I've about hammered that to death, so I'm going to stop recording